No, Johnny, you just don't get it. Dude, I can't take it. I'm done. Dude, what the heck, man? Freaking Johnny. Gosh. Johnny. Johnny. Anyways, guys, this is a perfect time to talk about rules of engagement. Have you ever had one of those people that they just pushed the wrong button? They hit one of those pet peeves, they just pissed you off, and you're like, why? How can you handle those conversations better? What kind of parameters can you create to help other people understand how to work with you, how to work more effective as a team, how to work more effective in a long-term relationship? This can help your marriage, your relationships, or the relationships that you have with your colleagues. So make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, unless your name is Johnny. Anyways, guys, my name is Kris, the founder and CEO of ActivAge Daytime Senior Care. Today, we're talking about the rules of engagement. This is something that I kind of come up with that is helping me communicate with my own team and people that I work with on a regular basis as to, to create a more effective line of communication so that we can all be more productive. And this is something that you should do for yourself, but you should also encourage other people on your team to do for themselves, because it'll make it easier for all of you guys to work with one another and to understand what makes people tick, what drives certain people, what irritates certain people, and then you'll be able to enter those conversations with just a better understanding of how to lead an effective conversation. That being said, you want to make a little chart here on the left-hand side. What are your pet peeves? What are things that just irritate or frustrate you about whether it's your work environment, whether it is your home environment, whether it's your relationship you're in? What are certain things that no matter when someone brings those up, they just aggravate you? What are those? Just write them down. There is no wrong answer, and don't highlight a person. This is not about an individual that frustrates or irritates you. This is about things in general that, no matter who says it, if they say it in this way, or if they bring it up in this context, it's going to bother you. Okay, this is not specific to one individual person. This is the things that are specific to you as an individual. And then on the right-hand side, we're gonna come up with the rules of engagement. How should someone approach you when they're approaching you about something that potentially could irritate or frustrate you? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna provide you with 2 examples of maybe how this might work in my, even in my life. Number 1 is when people tell me no, or that it's not possible. It absolutely irritates me. It gets under my skin, and I immediately become extremely defensive. So what is a way that I could help other people lower that defensive mechanism, and create for a better conversation? And so one of the things that I've encouraged people to do that, interact with me is that, look, I don't ever want to hear that it's not possible or that the answer is just straight up no. To me, there's always another solution. There's always another way. It may not be the same way that we were expecting, but there's always some alternative way of doing something, no matter how you look at it. So in a situation like that, if someone didn't have the answer, then I would ask them not to just tell me no, or that it's just not possible. And even if they, it's gonna take them time, the first thing is to pause and remember, don't tell me no and don't say that's not possible. Number 2 is, even if they don't know, they can say, look, I don't have the answer at this time. Give me a couple days, give me a week, give me till the end of today to come up with some alternative solutions to that particular problem, and I will get back to you. That simple kind of rephrasing, instead of being no, we tried that, no, it doesn't work. What do you mean, no, it doesn't work? It's like someone hit a button, I'm all of a sudden I'm, what do you call that? The sparks are going off, I'm short circuiting, I'm freaking out, I'm no, don't say that. That's the wrong button. You pressed the wrong button. Mayday, mayday. It's about to blow up. Interested in owning your very own ActivAge? Join the fastest growing franchise concept in senior care. As an ActivAge franchise partner, you can be in business for yourself, but not by yourself. Have access to a world-class Margaritaville-style environment, and together we can change the world for seniors and their family caregivers. Own an ActivAge today. So my point is like, here's some ways to approach it. One, just don't ever tell me no. Don't say, that's not possible. Two, come up, give yourself breathing room. If they need time to come up with the other solution, that's fine. I'm okay with that. I understand that sometimes in order to come up with the appropriate solution, it might take time. It might take meeting with other peers. I get that. So number two, it's okay, knowing it's okay to say, I don't know at this time. Give me some, more time to think about it. And number three, just being able to approach it of, okay, I'm going to get back to you by this certain period of time. So is it in a week? Is it at the end of the day? Is it by this, the next month, the next quarter, whatever that case might be, just, giving me an idea of when I should expect to hear back. All those things will relieve the frustration and will make for a more effective conversation. Number two is like, people that complain. Look, I absolutely hate hearing drama. I absolutely hate someone else complaining about a colleague or another coworker. It drives me nuts. Okay, I don't care about why Johnny is irritating or this person's whatever. Like, just present the facts. What did Johnny do? Not why Johnny is weird or why we don't like Johnny. I just want to know, what did Johnny do? What are the facts? What are the problems? And have you come up with a solution? So number one, identify, here's what Johnny did. Boom, 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 boom. Got it. Thank you. Number two is, okay, here's my plan to solve that problem. I'm gonna do this, 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 and this. And then my goal is to help realign him, to get him on the same page with everyone on the team by doing this. Perfect. That is gonna make, that's gonna just make the conversation so much better, so much more effective, instead of me having to sit there for, 15, 20 minutes to hear why Johnny sucks and everyone doesn't like Johnny and Johnny this and Johnny that. Like, if Johnny doesn't perform, if Johnny can't solve the problems over time, like, eventually Johnny's not gonna be around. But if Johnny can solve the problems, if I can identify these are the issues we're having and we can correct those things, then it's gonna be a lot easier. So let's take all the focus off of the drama and put all the focus on the problems to identify the solutions. Because at the end of the day, everything is problems and solutions, problems and solutions. So the faster we can get to the root of the problem, the faster we can get to the solution, and the faster we can get to accomplishing the mission or the vision at hand. So these are just two examples in my own life. Again, this is very specific to every person, and I don't want it to come off like it's only me sharing with the team as to how they need to interact with me. No. The good thing to do is to have everyone on your team come up with their own list of the pet peeves or things that irritate them, so you know how to engage with them when bringing up or addressing certain things that you have to have a conversation with. If you know that someone doesn't like to be pulled away from a project, in the middle of a project, they like to have a sit-down conversation. They like to take the time to write things down with paper and pencil, to go through certain things, to have a one-on-one meeting to go through it with you. Then do that with that person. If the other person's like, hey, look, just tell me, like if we need to make this change or that change, just hey, come up to me, like, hey, we need to do this, this, and this, and I'm cool with those immediate changes. I don't need to have someone sit down with me and explain it to me, and I don't need to be in the right frame of mind. I'm okay getting the criticism on the go. So everyone should have different pet peeves. Everyone should have different things that irritate or frustrate them, and just making other people aware of it. And the best way to engage with you is going to make for a more effective means of communication. It's going to make it easier for you to communicate with your team, and for your team to communicate with you, because it's just all out in the open, and you're being transparent, and you're allowing people to understand how your mind works, how your heart works, how your emotions work, in a way in which that is going to make it easier for them to communicate with you and you with them. So hopefully this was helpful. It's important, again, whether this is your team, whether you're married, whether you got kids, this is important to identify your pet peeves, understand the rules of engagement, and make a very clear path for people to communicate with you, so you can do it in a way without getting upset or feeling frustrated and stuff like that. Anyways, guys, if you haven't already and you want to open your very own adult day center, go to adcpro.com, check out all of our YouTube videos, make sure you subscribe for our monthly webinar. We do every single month completely free. And if you want to own your very own ActivAge, go to activagecare.com/franchise. We'll see you on the next one. Peace. Hey guys, thank you so much for joining me. If you'd like to learn how to open your own adult daycare center, go to adcpro.com.
ActivAge.com. If you like the latest business tips, click here. And make sure you subscribe to our channel. Click here. We'll see you guys next time.